Captain EO pin. You have no idea. Captain EO pin. Hey everybody, this video brings me and Chris out to the Weil Antique Center, and well, it looks like they do have an outdoor flea market section as well. So as well, look at that, a pun that I didn't even try to do. To be completely honest, it might be Weil. We don't actually know how you pronounce this, but it is an antique center. They do have an outside area that looks like a flea market. I'm excited. Antiques, flea marketing.
I'm excited well too.
Wait.
As well.
All right, so the first thing we're finding is a bunch of $1 DVDs. Looks like Chris is getting some Smurfs Season 1, Volume 1. Of course, Sesame Street. Ooh, the Electric Company. That's actually really cool. And some Alvin and the Chipmunks. There's some other decent stuff over here as well, like some Muppets. That's pretty awesome. For me, I'm grabbing this Peach Dragon, the High Flying Edition release here for the store. That is awesome. It's got some writing on it, but nothing a little Goo Gone won't take off. $1 for this? Yeah, and $1 for those? Good deals. Here's a whole bunch of small toys. There are some really cool things in here. Definitely like a ton of Disney. In fact, most of this seems to be Disney, with the exception of the Land Before Time. There's Littlefoot, there's...
Purple dinosaur.
Purple dinosaur.
One.
Comments down below. I do not remember the name of that dinosaur.
Ducky.
That's Ducky, yeah. And I don't remember the name of that one either. So by all means, leave the comments down below. These are tempting to pick up some of these Disney ones. They are really cool. There's Chip, and I mean these are absolutely awesome. But I don't know. They're cool. They're interesting. The Robin Hood's pretty amazing, but I think I'm just going to pass on these.
Check these off the list. I'm just
going to let you get your Land Before Time. So as I've recently been saying, I've been getting more and more into picking up CDs. I was really into collecting these for a while and then kind of got out of it, but now I'm getting back into it. And these are all $1 a piece. And I'm seeing some cool stuff like some Steve Martin. If you guys don't know, Steve Martin with his band, I think it's Rare Bird Alert, he does some really cool banjo stuff. So I'm definitely grabbing this. Some Less Than Jake, still brand new factory seal. This is Sound the Alarm. I think this is like I have no idea what this is, to be completely honest. I'm not sure if I even know these songs, but it's Less Than Jake, great ska punk band. I'm grabbing that. And also brand new factory sealed, Always Looking Up. This is a Michael J. Fox audiobook, which I don't yet have. So for a total of $3. All right, now I'm happy, and the fries are done. Okay, so that was it for the flea market. It was a very tiny little flea market. Then again, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so maybe we just got here late. I don't care though. Those CDs alone completely made it worth it. We don't find anything else in this whole antique center. I'm still gonna be okay just for the amazing CDs I just found for only $1. But we are actually heading into the antique center now, and oh wow, okay, all right, I'm impressed. So the first thing you see when you walk in are all these amazing old vintage signs. The Breyers ice cream sign, I want that, and I don't even know what Vino's is, but look at that, Vino's Dole Whip fruit ice cream. I want that as well. Okay, the Coca-Cola surfboard sign is also really neat. So I need to tell the wife I'm gonna start collecting vintage signs. She'll be cool with that, right?
Oh sure. I have a question. How long do you think that double mint gum will last? I mean, that's a big thing, like double mint gum.
Let's go see what else this place has. Wow, they have got a Walt Disney World monorail set. You know, I always kind of regretted not getting into these, because back in the day, I used to come across these sets, like the big Spaceship Earth set and the contemporary set and all that stuff, for a pretty good price, because I don't think Disney makes these anymore. And they were discontinuing them and liquidating them. And of course, I didn't actually buy any of them. And ooh, this one's now $120, which I guess makes sense. I don't know, the monorail set was always so cool. I probably should have bought those when I first saw them. All right, so I am officially losing my mind right now. I just came across all these amazing Disney pins. These are vintage Disney pins for only $3 a piece. All kinds of different attractions, including Splash Mountain, and the one that has me freaking out the most, they've got a Captain EO pin right there. I'm gonna get the Captain EO, and to be completely honest, I might just grab every single one of these. Yeah, I just picked up that entire set of the 20th anniversary pins. I picked up the 20th anniversary little pin too, and That cap, like, most people would be freaking out over the Splash Mountain pin. It's cool. It's awesome. But that Captain EO pin,
Very cool.
can I officially just say my month has been made. I'm going to the Disney World in 2 weeks, and I don't care. I'm telling you right now, coolest Disney thing I'll pick up all month. Captain EO pin. You have no idea. Captain EO pin. Wow, check out this vintage Mickey Mouse clock. This thing is amazing. It's a General Electric Mickey Mouse clock for $85. I want that. See, this is why it would be really bad if I ever moved down to Florida, because my wife already gave me the go-ahead. If we move to Florida, we can decorate the entire house in like vintage Disney. And of course, I'd be spending $85 right now. There's all kinds of amazing stuff. Look at all the cool stuff inside this case. Chris is looking at the Miss Piggy there. We're about to find out how much the Miss Piggy goes for. The Rainforest Cafe stuff, tons of cool Disney stuff in here. There's just some Berenstain Bears. All right, what are they asking on the Piggy? $60, but it is 25% off, so I don't know. Math? I have no idea what that would be. You thinking about doing it still?
We're thinking about it.
It's pretty awesome. Oh, they got a Vegeta Dragon Ball Z like mini pop. Tons of cool lunch boxes. Did you see this?
I did. Yeah, but Dad, did.
That's awesome. Okay, all right. Before I spend too much money, I gotta keep telling myself, I found Captain EO. I'm happy with Captain EO. Ooh, the jacket is coming off. Is it hot in here, or is it just Captain EO? It's probably just Captain EO. There is really just so much cool and amazing stuff at this place. They've got a Princess Ada here from A Bug's Life. There's I guess I don't know, Animal Kingdom Goofy. That is really cool. A Zoom holder. So much neat and amazing stuff. I swear, if I start finding Figment stuff and Spice Girl stuff and Jar Jar stuff, this is going to officially be my new favorite antique store. I honestly don't think there's anything that can bring me down from my Captain EO high. I'm just Annabelle. I don't know who owns this stand, but okay, they have my respect. As somebody who loves going to roadside attractions and stuff like that, I'm loving all these really cool shot glasses. There's a Roadside America shot glass. I've taken you there before. They've got Boot Hill. There are all kinds of awesome places. Some I've been to, some I haven't. There's a wild animal farm, the Pocono Wild Animal Farm. That is so cool. And this is literally right down the road from us right now. This is a vintage Dorney Park and Wild Water Kingdom bank. I used to love Dorney Park as a kid. Now it's changed, not so much. But yeah, this is the Dorney Park of my childhood. There's the laser. It doesn't even exist anymore. There's a roller coaster they got rid of years and years ago. That is so cool to see. I love this stuff. This is the problem with antique stores, that I want to start collecting more and more antiques. I've always wanted to buy a house that was like stuck in the 70s and then just never actually change it. In fact, I would put more 70s stuff into it, like pretty much everything I'm seeing inside this stand here. There is so much cool stuff. I love all these different pictures they have on the walls, and look at these amazing chandeliers. Those are incredibly cool. I love all this. I have an aunt who for the longest time had a house that was stuck in the 70s. I used to just love going over there just to see all the crazy like shag carpets and whatnot. She eventually did, unfortunately, update the house, but in my opinion, biggest mistake she's ever made. All right, show of hands, how many of you guys out there used to have micro machines? I know I did. I had tons of these as a kid. It's so cool to see these. I had a lot of those cars. I had like the different like Star Wars ones they did, and all the Army ones. I had the Supervan City. I had the aircraft carrier. I used to love micro machines. Whoever decided, you know what we should do? Let's take Matchbox cars and just make them small. Kids will love it. Brilliant idea. All right, I'm gonna call it right now. The award for weirdest thing at this antique center has to be this right here. What? Why? It's a mouse coming out of a hat box. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing maybe a store display. Does anybody know? If this looks familiar to anybody, if they actually know maybe what this is from, leave a comment down below. I'm thinking it's just a random store display, but it's weird. Sorry, folks. Antique store's closed. The moose up front should have told you. Chris just found this really awesome Kellogg's Cereal City USA apron. That is really cool with Snap, Crackle, Pop, and Tony. I kind of found it weird that they just went with those cereals. I mean, there's so many different cereals that Kellogg's owns, but it's just Rice Krispies and Corn Flakes, which is okay. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome.
Why are they all bored or sleeping? They're all like zoned out.
I know the
Weird.
exact because they haven't had their cereal yet. That bowl is empty, my friend. As soon as they get that sugar rush, they'll be awake. All right, I'm digging this stand too because they have an I Still Like Ike pin, which is really, really awesome. They got some G.I. Joes, which are really cool. And in the back here, they actually have giant Pez dispensers. These were vinyl bangs. I used to have all of these. They're only asking $11 on these. I don't know like how much these go for nowadays, but I want to say $11 on these is probably a really good deal. Like I said, back in the day, I used to actually have these back when I used to collect Pez. Kind of glad I got out of this because they started releasing like a ton of these. They also had like giant Pez dispensers they started releasing. There was like 1 or 2 of them that existed when I used to collect. Now there's like 75,000. It's insane. My collection nowadays would take up like the entire house had I kept collecting Pez. So these are really cool. They're awesome. Definitely a throwback to me. But I mean, even $11, which is a great deal. I'm not getting back into Pez. I think one of the things I'm always most surprised about when I come to antique stores is the fact that we find carousel horses all the time. I always want to know what carousel these came off of because I imagine these on the carousels at some theme park somewhere. Back in the day, for those of you who do not know, maybe you're much younger, but back in like the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, even into the 80s, there were little like amusement parks all over the place. Like every state had like 9,000 amusement parks, like personally owned amusement parks. So every single one had a carousel. So I wonder where this came from. I want to know the history of it. How many kids sat on this and had their first ride ever? Maybe grabbing the brass ring and all that stuff. I mean, it's so awesome. These are so cool. It's just, again, I now want to start collecting carousel horses too. Chris is checking out the metal lunchbox. Oh, is that Secret Wars?
Secret Wars.
That is actually
Captain
pretty
America,
awesome.
Spider-Man, Doc Ock,
No,
Dr. Doom.
That's Doc Ock.
Oh, yeah,
That's Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
You were close. Just a little backwards.
No, yeah.
The Hulk. Okay, this is really cool.
Iron Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
All right.
Captain America, Spider-Man.
That's actually really cool. What are they asking on that? $65. Does it have its thermos? Sounds like it. I mean, all right. Yeah. Okay. All right. That is pretty cool. I don't know if it's $65 cool, but it's still pretty awesome. I mean, I would let Joe know about this, but it's metal, so I mean he wouldn't want it anyway. Just plastic only for Joe. Yep. So I am officially happy now that I don't have a Disney themed house because I'd be spending $89 right now. This is awesome. The Happiest Celebration on Earth Special Edition 2005. Okay, that is a really, really cool print. I absolutely love this with Cinderella Castle. That is amazing. It's $89. That's a lot of money. So again, I don't collect that kind of stuff. Thank God. Once again, something that thankfully I do not collect for, but only because I don't have the room for these movie posters, vintage movie posters. This is the Food of the Gods. This is so awesome. I love the giant rat eating the lady. I mean, yes, I would be hanging this up in the library if I had the wall space for vintage movie posters, which I don't, thankfully, because I'm almost terrified to look. They're asking, oh yeah, $125. I'd buy 3. I can't stop staring at this. It is amazing. It is a Ballantine ale and beer sign. Look at the way those little bubbles move inside there. Who else? Again, show of hands remembers when advertising used to be awesome and amazing. You would see things like this hanging up in bars or restaurants. That's the word I'm thinking of. Restaurants. You would see cool stuff like this all the time. I can't talk anymore. I'm still hypnotized by the ball. I'm trying to talk to you guys, but I'm looking at the swirling balls. It's amazing. It's working. I don't even drink beer. I somewhat want a beer now. All right, so Chris found himself this pretty cool TMNT tape. That's neat, cool VHS. Nothing I personally need. And no, keep your eyes off it because I saw this first. It is a Dick Tracy store display. This thing is awesome. What are they asking on this? It's $42. I just balls.
I think it's Dick.
And with that, the video goes PG-13. There is so much cool Disney stuff inside this one display. All these little figures here. Tons of them. Mickey, there's a Jiminy. Oh my gosh, there's a King Triton over there. That's so cool. There's Mowgli back there. They've even got an Uncle Scrooge mask. Oh my gosh. It is a Millennium Celebration Walt Disney World Epcot. Oh my gosh, it's made up of a whole bunch of different pictures. That is so cool. And again, so happy I don't collect this kind of Disney stuff, because if I did, I'd be broke right now, especially since everything inside here is 20% off. There is a lot of neat stuff, but you know what I'm not saying? There's still no Figment. Come on, people out there who like Disney, buy more Figment, show them some love, and then bring it to an antique store so I can buy it for hopefully cheap. There's a whole bunch of awesome books over here, including some Sesame Street books that Chris was looking at, but the prices on these are kind of crazy. Here's a really cool Star Wars C-3PO. Is a book about robots, which is really neat, but they're asking $5 on that. Masters of the Universe for $8. Power Rangers for $4, and Where's Waldo for $8. I mean, okay, if you're picking this stuff up for like your personal collection, those prices aren't horrible, but for me, I don't collect these things. I'd be grabbing them for the store, and at that price, it's just there's no meat on the bone. I've got to pass. And this is awesome too, a Pez Girl Wacky Wobbler for $32. Again, it's neat, but little too pricey. When I come to antique stores, I see a lot of Planters Peanut stuff and Mr. Peanut stuff, but this has to be the most Planters and Mr. Peanut stuff I've ever seen at one time. I'm loving these giant peanut holders. Those are so awesome. I mean, Mr. Peanut, he's awesome, he's cool, but I have the pop. It's all the Mr. Peanut I need. Well, I've got Chris too.
Man, we have been thrifting for hours.
We have.
Anybody know what time it is?
I have no idea what time it is. I left my watch in the car, unfortunately, so I guess, I don't know,
I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know. I'm sorry, I have to do it again. Another show of hands out there. How many of you guys had placemats like this? They're kind of just like laminated placemats. I had so many of these as a kid. You could actually draw on them with crayons and then just wipe them right off. These are really cool. There's a DuckTales ones. These were put out by Pepsi. There is some Mickey Mouse, and we've got some more Mickey Mouse. I mean, the Mickey ones are cool, but yeah, this DuckTales one is amazing. And they're asking $14 on it, so we'll just let somebody else buy that. This might be $200, but it's literally me in sign form. Burgers and Coke. And I mean, not only is that something I eat pretty much like 15 times a day, but it's a plain hamburger and a Coke. I mean, as hamburger should be, plain. You don't need any toppings on it. You just need your bun, your burger, and your bun if you have a good enough burger. I mean, that is me in sign form. I think I need to spend $200 for it. It's freaking cardboard. It's not even metal. Whoa, these Alf cups are absolutely amazing. They got big ones and they've got small ones. What are they asking on these?
20
a piece?
Yeah, $16.95 and $19.95.
Oh, I mean, they are 50% off, but I'm thinking
that's a problem though.
Yeah, $10 for an Alf mug. That is definitely 100% a problem. Here's a Fisher-Price movie viewer, but I don't actually think this one is vintage. It looks way too new, and yeah, this is a repro. I mean, it's really awesome, but I don't need those. I actually have a new one and an old vintage one in my house. But here is a Star Wars Episode 1. Great big flap book. I love how Yoda is just plastered there on the front. I mean, yes, he is technically in the movie, but for all of like 2 minutes. This is pretty cool. Oh, wait, there's a Jar Jar. Okay, that's awesome. This is actually in Mar Jar Jar. All right, this is really, really cool. Why is it? Here's my question. Why is Yoda plastered on the front and not Jar Jar? That should be a big Jar Jar head on the front. It should be that right on the front. That's what we should be seeing. I mean, it's cool. If Jar Jar was on the front, I don't know. I might have had to buy it. We're gonna have to title this video "Pin Day at the Antique Store" because I mean, my coolest find of, I'm gonna call it right now, my coolest find of this whole antique store is going to 100% be those Disney pins, especially the Captain EO pin. But I think Chris might be losing his mind right now because he just came across this Olympic pin set. These are all Sam Eagle. Now, unfortunately, not like the not the. Oh, you are rocking Sam Eagle today. Not the Sam Eagle, but the Olympic Sam Eagle pin. You are finding this stuff all the time, and you kind of collect this stuff, don't you?
A little bit here and there.
This is really cool, but here's the thing: they're only asking $25 for this whole set. Now, I'm not really up to date on my pricing of a vintage Olympic stuff, but I'm thinking $25 for this amazing pin set. Pretty good deal. You thinking about it? Maybe, possibly. Is any of this stuff on sale? I don't know.
You want to trade Captain EO for it?
No. I'll keep my Captain EO. You can have your Sam Eagle. Here's something that both Chris and I are freaking out over. It's an ABC tablet from Kitty City. Who out there, again, I know it's like the 10th time in this video, show of hands, we went to the same Kitty City, the King of Prussia Mall, right? Kitty City, who had a Kitty City, who went to a Kitty City? For me, Kitty City was actually a bigger toy store than Toys R Us. I used to go to Kitty City a ton more than Toys R Us as a kid. I mean, that is so awesome to see. You know what? My frown has just been turned upside down. Oh, what a crisp find. Look at that. Some Elmo. Where's that from? Sesame Street Live. That is cool.
And terrifying.
What? Why?
This is where you serve the chilled monkey brains.
What were they thinking? Why is that? Look, his eye, like half his eyeballs come apart and you like go into his brain? What is it? It's like Sesame Place or Sesame Street Live. What were you? No. We are just about to leave, but as we're walking out, I see this basket here of CDs, and within it, I see this Muster Plug, Evildoers Beware. This is a fantastic ska band and one of my favorite albums of all time, but I already have it, do not need it. $3 though would be a great deal for that. However, also within this basket, I see some other CDs that I'm actually not familiar with, things like Smut. No idea who this band was. Looked them up on YouTube. Turns out they actually are pretty good. Same thing with 10 Days Late. Both of these bands, I believe, are like girl, sort of like 90s kind of alternative rock / punk rock, if you will, kind of that mixture of a genre thing going on in the mid 90s. These sound fantastic. So $3 a piece. I'm gonna buy some all-girl rock. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for the Weil Antique Center. Not well, we weren't
Weil,
we weren't
we were pretty off.
We weren't that off, but it won't be a while until we come back here. There we got to get the jokes in. It won't be a while until we come back here because I just so much cool stuff. I mean, those CDs were pretty neat. The Disney pins were pretty cool, but it's the one Disney pin. It's that Captain EO pin that I still. My mind is completely blown by that. $3 for the Captain EO pin. My whole entire month has officially been made just by that one pin alone. That was awesome. Chris got a whole bunch of nothing.
A whole bunch of.
You didn't even pick up those Sam Eagle pins. I can't believe it.
I'm wearing the real Sam Eagle. That's a fake Sam Eagle.
You know he's gonna regret it. Like in a week from now, he's gonna be like, "Yeah." So remember, like those Sam Eagle pins that was like they were on sale too for like $18. They were discounted. He's gonna go, "Yeah, you know, I thought about it. I probably should have bought them." You're gonna regret it. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow, but soon. For the rest of your life. But anyway, guys, that is it. So again, the Weil Antique Center, amazing, fantastic. We will be coming here again. It's gonna happen. So as always, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, and the Cinema Stick This store. It came from Cinema Stick This on Instagram, and check down below for a link to
Muppet stuff.
I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. It's Mr. Peanut. It's awesome. It's neat, but I have the Mr. Peanut Pez. Pop. Take two. Once again, something I do not collect for, thankfully, but only because I don't have the room for stuff like this. Movie posters. Movies. That's the word.
Cinema Sickness, right?
I know. I forgot the word movies.